Hello friends, welcome back. Ready to conquer your Azure Key Vault interview? We are diving into 10 plus crucial questions about managing secrets, keys and certificate securely in Azure. Breaking down the concepts and helping you to choose the right one so you can explain it confidently and ace the interview. So come, without delay, let's get started. If you're not familiar with Key Vault and if you would like to see how Key Vault works and benefits of the Key Vault, go to my channel. Under the view, search for Key Vault. You'll find all of the important Key Vault related video. And this video is the full video which will cover all of the important concepts with respect to AZ204 certification as well. And there are some .NET Core specific videos are here. You can view those as well. Today what we're going to do is we're going to go to this website, smartcertified-web.azurewebsites.net. That's the full stack development video series we did recently, and using that we are going to do some good demo. And here also, if you go to the videos and search for key, you list down all of the Key Vault related things. So at any point of time, if you want to learn some specific concept, you can come here and click on it and learn it. All right, now I'm going to go to this course and choose .NET, not Azure. So available videos, I'm going to go to the Key Vault. I'm going to say I want like maybe 15 questions, and let's start the text with the practice mode. So first of all, what is Azure Key Vault used for? Like, this is a very basic beginner level question. If somebody asks you why do you use Key Vault, you should be able to answer it. So Key Vaults are nothing but a secure place. Vault, right? Have you seen a vault? Yes. So vault is secure. In bank there are vaults, right, where our not ours, like basically customers' fund and all of those important things will be stored. It's locked. Nobody can just go and take it. Correct? So in Azure there's something called Key Vault they created. That's a service. And they're asking what is this? So let's go over the option. Is that is for hosting the websites? No. Running background tasks? No. Creating virtual machines? No. Storing applications, a secret, certificate and encryption key securely. That is the right answer. So you should know what it is, right? Now let's go to the next one. And of course you can go back. If you're in practice mode, after you choose this, if you see what is the short answer, it will tell you is used for securely storing and accessing secret keys and certificate. Okay, so it's a centralized and securely secures the sensitive information to keep it out of the source code and the config file. Why it is, all of those explanations here. Now the next one, let's assume this is an interviewer and we are facing the interview. Okay, so somebody's asking, can you access the Key Vault over private network? I will let you choose the right answer, but you can guess what it is, right? With the private network, can you access that? It should be possible. And if I'm wrong, it will tell you why. So let's go and see. It's possible. Yes, using the private endpoint, it is possible. You can create a private endpoint in Azure that's specifically for some specific purpose. Everyone cannot use. So those kind of private endpoints are within the organization, within a particular subnet group. Network. So those with that URL, can you access? That's what they're asking. Yes, we can give permission and we can access. See, here is the explanation. You can restrict the access to the Key Vault by disabling the public access, which means with the public URL, I can disable the access and allowing only through the private endpoint in a VNet, virtual network. Okay, so this boosts the security for the enterprise environment. Okay, all right. The next one. What is the preferred access control method for Next one is, what is the preferred access control method for enterprise scale Key Vault usage? So basically what they're saying is, enterprise means a big company, right? For big companies, they are scaling the Key Vault usage. What is the good or the preferred access control method? How can you control who can access that? That's what they're asking. Can we create access policies? Can we have manual key sharing? Definitely no. You can rule out this. FTP? No. Role-based access control? Yes. Actually, this and this is supported, but this one should be the right one because Role-based access control means we can even give permissions like a role. Okay, if it is a reader role, if you assign that to somebody or even to manage identity, only only read access will be there. If it is for specific secret reader, it will have allow access only for the reading the secrets. Let's take a look. See, that's the right answer. RBAC is more flexible and aligns with Azure wide permission. Though this is possible, but it will be more tough than the RBAC. So RBAC is preferred. Even if you try to go to portal and try creating, right, at the end it will ask you maybe access level. You see this? There are two walls: access policy and role-based access control, and see recommended. Why? It has more granular level permissions we can give. That's why. So that's the reason why I said this, and this is correct, but this is right answer. Okay. Alright, the next one is, what are Key Vault reference in app servers and how do they work? See, I think in one of the app service related video I was talking about, right? So imagine this website. Okay, so this website internally, let's say it uses database connection string or some SendGrid keys and all of those things, right? What they're asking us based on this question, what they're asking us, hey, without giving the values, if you have your values in Key Vault, with Key Vault reference, how can you access it? Is it possible? That's what they're asking, and we actually have such videos here. Okay, so let's say, see, we have a video I told you already, Key Vault reference. This video tells about the Key Vault reference. So basically, you have all of the concepts in my channel, so don't worry. If you wanted to read about something, learn about something, a live example, there is a video. Okay, so the options are, we can refer the Key Vault URI. Okay, and the second one is Key Vault reference allow you to use Key Vault secret directly in application setting via specific syntax. This is the right answer. Okay, see, it will tell you why. So this is the place where it is asking us to go. See, look at this. This is our secret URI. Okay, this is the URI. Can I use this directly? No. But this is syntax @Microsoft.keyvault secret URI is equal to that URI. If you use this fully in any of the app settings, for example, any of the app, if you go here, okay, whatever I copied, right? If I go to environment variable, let's say I have a connection string. Okay, let's imagine I have a connection string, one more connection string. Okay, imagine this. I can give like this, which means basically it is going, see, if I give like this, right, I can use this, and basically it knows how to contact it and read the value during the runtime from the web app. That is what they're asking. That's why this is the right answer. Okay, all right. The next one is, which of the following is a benefit of Key Vault reference in app servers? How do it benefits in app servers? App resets are required after each change? No. Secrets are injected at runtime without code change. Secret must be manually copied? No. Only works with Java apps? No. So this should be the right answer because they are injected. Like I just explained you, the value stored in this key, in the secret, is injected, and that will be taken for this connection string. Okay, so this is the right answer, and you always have a short answer and explanation given in this one. Okay, you just need to be in the practice mode and say so explanation. It will show you how you should answer it. And then the next one, what is a private endpoint in the context of Azure Key Vault? Again, for example, okay, what did we do? We were talking that this is the Key Vault, right? This is the URL. They're asking, this one is public because you see this vault.azure.net is Microsoft owned website. Under that there is your Key Vault name. So this is public. I can access it whether you have permission or not, but this URL is still accessible. You might get a 403, 401, that's okay, but that's a public endpoint. Question here is, what is a private endpoint in the context of Azure Key Vault? So let's go over it. An API to delete secret? No, it's nothing related to what the question is. A user login endpoint? No. A firewall settings? No. It's basically a virtual network integration to Azure Key Vault. So if you have a private endpoint which is not accessible from outside, you can configure it from your application to talk to the Key Vault. So the URL will be accessible only the private URL is accessible only within the Azure network. Okay, so this is the answer. I can explain this. See, all right. The next one is, which logging mechanism allows monitoring Key Vault usage? Can you use the application insights? Application insights are for application. SQL logs is for SQL logging, Azure SQL, right? Key Vault email alerts? No. The actual answer is this. Diagnostic setting to log the analytics event hub storage. So basically every single access to the Key Vault can be recorded for the auditing purpose. Okay, and it will actually send all of those information to the log analytics workspace. Okay, so that's why this is the answer. How can you automate secret rotation in Azure Key Vault? So in Azure Key Vault, there will be secret. That secret, at one point of time you have to rotate it. Rotate means not like upside down. Rotating means deleting that and creating a new secret. Okay, so which means whenever this happens, the application should automatically be able to access it, right? So they're saying, how do you automate that? So in this context, we should know what is Key Vault, what does secret rotation means, and how to automate it. Let's guess. Secret versioning with Azure Functions or automation. Azure Web Job, email reminder, Azure CLI script for tasks. So this should be the right one. Why? This is the secret versioning with Azure Functions. You can version it. Okay. See, you can rotate it using the Azure Functions. Okay. All right. What types of secret can you store it in Azure Key Vault? You can actually store secrets, encryption keys, and so you can actually store secrets, encryption keys, and certificate. These three are the main part in Key Vault. And if you look at this three example, this is the only thing which will match. Okay, because Azure Key Vault is all about secrets, keys, and certificate. Okay, secrets are used by the application for connection string and app settings. Keys are used to encrypt the content. It could be storage account or even anything, virtual machine, hard disk, all of those things. Certificate is to communicate between the website certificates. Okay, or website to website or service to service, component to component kind of communication. So certificates are used to authenticate who they are. Okay, an explanation is here, short answer is here. Next one, how can an Azure app access secret from Key Vault? We already discussed about it in the Azure app web apps video, but basically Azure web app will have an identity. You can actually configure this identity to give some permission to access the Key Vault. So answer is enabling the managed identity for this web app and use the Key Vault reference or SDK. So that way, like I said, this app identity, where is this? If you go to that any web app, go to identity under settings, you enable it, you get something. With this one, go to the Key Vault and give permission. That way the secret that is trying to access, it should allow it to access. So this should be the right answer. Okay, next one, is it safe to store the connection string in Key Vault? Yes, right? Of course. Then what is the purpose of Key Vault? So answer is yes, it is recommended practice. What is Azure Key Vault and why it is used? We already saw. I think this is not even a question, it's all about understanding, because there is no option. See, I intentionally did like that. Okay, so Azure Key Vault is basically a cloud service used to securely store and access secrets, encryption keys, and certificate. Azure Key Vault is all about securing the information in three formats. One is secret, encryption key, and certificate. So this is more about understanding what is the concept. It's not a question. All right. Now, how does an Azure function or app service access a secret from the Key Vault securely? I think we also discussed about it. what it is asking us, an Azure function or an app service. How can they access the key vault securely? Let's go over it. Only using managed identity, we spoke about here. Managed identity, is this the only thing? No, right? This is not the only thing. Can you also have to configure the access policies? Yes. Are backend key vault? Yes. So either it should be option A and B or RBAC. These two combined or this one. Why? There's a reason here, because I already told you we have to give permission also, right? Access policy. So after you enable this, copy this, go to the key vault, which is explained in this key vault videos. Alright, it's all explained in this key vault video. When you go there and give permission, which means you're using this and this. If you don't do it, you can use RBAC in key vault. Okay, we're close to the finishing line. How do you rotate secrets automatically in key vault? We already discussed about rotation of a key vault secrets, which is secret versioning plus Azure automation or Azure functions. That should be the right answer. Okay, what is the difference between access policy and role-based access control? We have two things, right? Access policy and role-based access control. So let's see. Access policy are the older way, RBAC is more flexible way. Both are the same, use any one. Not really. Use both in combination to make it. No, that's also wrong. So this should be the right answer, because access policies are like, when initially Azure came, they had access policy. Then they started bringing up the role-based access control. That's why RBAC is now recommended. So this is the right one. And we are close to the 15 questions. Let's go over. These are the questions that we got. And come here and enter honest feedback. Whatever you felt. Even if you wanted to tell something that you didn't like it, it's okay. I'm happy to hear that. Okay. So please give your honest answer here, how you felt, how good the questions were framed, and if you have gone through any of these things in your real interviews, do let me know, because they're all realistic interview questions. Okay, understanding the concept and answering is what the best you can give in the interview. Okay, all right, let's finish this exam. Let's go here. This is our last one. Let's see, our score is 100 because we did fortunately everything correct. I can actually come here and click on view in practice mode and go over what I did. It will tell you what is correct, what is wrong. In case if you want to see the explanation, you can explain it. Like, you can expand this and see the explanation. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this video. This is the Azure Key Vault interview questions video. And if you like this video, just hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, share this with your friends, join the Telegram group for more lively discussion. And if you have any questions, let me know in the comment section. There are many other interview videos that is there in the channel, so I encourage you to go and see whatever you're interested. You feel free to take a look. Alright guys, so stay tuned, and I will see you in the next video, which is NGRX state management with the real world example, followed by the Microsoft Entra external ID concept, which is the upgraded version of Azure AD B2C and B2B. So stay tuned. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more tech tutorials. And don't forget to hit the bell icon to get notified when we post new videos. If you have any questions or suggestions, leave them in the comments below. Happy coding!